Yeah, so on the personal end, it hasn't really affected me much. Of those things that we once recognized as the norm. Obviously, those things have been taken away, but it gave us time to reflect. It gave us the time to focus on other things that we obviously needed to strengthen. So it's actually been a 1-up for me. I haven't really, or a 10-up or a 20-up. It's just helped me focus on things that I needed to focus on. Kind of gave us that moment to sit down and just, like I said, do some reflective thinking. So I can understand that how it could have easily affected people based on them doing things that they once considered the norm. And you take that away, it's kind of like, oh, damn, alternatively, what am I going to do? But for me, it just encouraged me just to work even harder, man, 1,000 times harder, man. So I look at it as a blessing in disguise. To be honest with you, man, the only thing that changed was the obvious in terms of not physically being able to walk into a radio station or a TV show and sit down on the couch and actually talk to people in person. That was the only thing that really changed for me. From a creative standpoint, I always would, have myself as busy as possible as it relates to music, whether I'm on the road or not on the road. So it didn't really change too much other than the fact that I had to get used to doing things like this, talking to people over the phone or the iPad or the computer. So those are the only things that really affected me. In terms of the creative process, in terms of creating music in general, it just hasn't affected me. It just, made me just work even harder, man. I would say growing up in the church, my father's church, that's what kind of gave me that was that introductory point of me figuring out whether or not I wanted to actually pursue music. Not even pursue music, but if I actually enjoyed doing it, singing it. Performing and singing in the church is something else, especially when you're around so many people that are great vocalists. So there's a little bit of discouraged there. I don't know if you have a church background, but if you do, you'll know what I'm referring to. But that was that moment in church that I really felt like, okay, well, maybe people will kind of, pay attention to what I'm singing about. And clearly, based on them standing up or clapping their hands or crying, that was just a confirmation right there that I was doing something right. But that was gospel. So fast forward, we're going to go into college. Well, actually, no. My junior year of high school is when I landed my first record deal with Wyclef Jean. So I would think, not even at that moment, because that was with a group, that wasn't the moment, that defining moment that I said I can do this solo-wise. The defining moment was in undergrad when I did a talent show, and there was maybe 3,000 people in the audience, and just about everyone was on their feet. The women were on their knees crying. So that right there was that defining moment that gave me that push to say, you know what, I could pursue this. This is like something that I'm obviously good at, and people are receptive. So, I went out into the deep end, man, and made it work. It taught me that if I strongly committed myself to something that I really, really enjoyed doing, that I could gain some success from it. So, going back to, the older folks saying, if you work hard for the things you want in life, you'll see success at the end of the tunnel. Those are things that I just, I always focused on, man, just working hard and believing in myself, man. As cliche as that may sound, but if you believe in yourself, anything's possible. It's the undeniable truth, just like you with what you're doing right now. You believe in yourself. You confident believe in yourself that you can deliver when it comes to these interviews. That takes a lot, man. It isn't easy. People fail to realize talking to people can be not only intricate, but it can be one hell of a process in terms of conveying the right message, in terms of, just making people like you, and you got to have an understanding that not everyone likes what you're doing, but as long as you believe and stay diligent in your approach to pursue whatever it is you want to achieve in life, you should be fine, man. Eliminating dead weight. That's the best way to sum it up. Can't move on in life unless you end all negativity. From a progressive standpoint, things will hold you back. So if you hold on to things and subject yourself to unnecessary BS, it could eventually or inevitably ruin your future plans for whatever it is you're trying to achieve. So just eliminating all dead weight. And I would say anything that's positive, that's what helps me, eliminating all negativity, not to be redundant, but again, it's just about me doing things that I enjoy doing. I enjoy boxing, I enjoy mixed martial arts, I enjoy playing the piano. So I do all those things quite well too, man. And those things keep me busy. My son keeps me busy, keeps me focused. So that's pretty much it.